For those of you who were around on my channel around the 2019, anytime around July and August of 2019, will probably remember this story. But around that time, that was when the Popeyes chicken sandwich craze was really booming. Like, it was crazy. It was madness. Everybody was going to Popeyes to get that chicken sandwich. The lines was out the door. It was just a phenomenon on its own. Well, this story right here just got a long awaited update, and it hits really close to home. And when I say close to home, I'm talking about literally maybe about 10 minutes from me, because I know exactly where this Popeyes is located. But in case y'all are unaware, this guy's name is Ricoh McClain, and he was just sentenced to 22 years in prison behind him deleting this guy who allegedly cut in front of him in the line at the Popeyes for that chicken sandwich. Like, he actually stabbed this man to death and took him out. And, you know, he ended up getting away for a little bit, but they did end up finding him, and now they have officially sentenced him to 22 years in prison. I'm surprised he didn't get life, considering. But I'm going to go ahead and read the story now that was posted September 19th, 2022. And by the way, this actually happened in November of 2019. It didn't happen in August, where the craze really started to take off. So it was a couple months later. And even then, the popularity of the chicken sandwich was still going on at that time. A man who fatally stabbed a fellow customer for allegedly cutting him in line at a Maryland Popeyes in 2019 has been sentenced to 22 years behind bars. A Prince George's County jury found Ricoh McClain of D.C. guilty of second-degree murder for fatally stabbing 28-year-old Kevin Davis at the Popeyes on Livingston Road in Oxon Hill on November 4th, 2019. McClain brought his wife and two children to the establishment initially to get a chicken sandwich. According to police, the incidents happened at the height of the popularity surrounding the release of the new spicy sandwich. In a press conference at the time, Prince George's County Police stated that the incident occurred after one man allegedly worked his way through the front of a line of customers waiting for service. Once toward the front of the line, a confrontation occurred with another man waiting his turn. Within 15 seconds, the argument was taken outside to the parking lot, and the man accused of working his way through the front of the line was stabbed. Prince George's County Police told reporters that a line to get a chicken sandwich on November 4th was a 15-minute wait. The victim, Davis, was then taken to a nearby hospital with life-threatening injuries and died about an hour later. Police identified McClain using video surveillance and were able to find him after he spent 11 days in hiding. We hope he becomes rehabilitated and that he becomes remorseful for the pain and hurt that he caused, and that he never engages in criminal activity again, Prince George's County State's Attorney Aisha Braveboy said. And that's the entire article right there. At first, I'm thinking to myself, why did they only give him 22 years in second degree? But then I realized it wasn't premeditated. It was because it's just something escalated, and he just happened to have a knife on him. And then that's when he stabbed that man to death. I said to myself, that is exactly why you would not have found me out there with them fools trying to get no chicken sandwich, even at the height of its popularity. I remember when I was getting food from somebody, not myself, and it was in July of 2019. And I remember the cashier had asked me, would you like to try our new chicken sandwich? And I'm thinking to myself, doesn't Popeyes already have a chicken sandwich on their menu? And lo and behold, because it wasn't nothing advertised, it was nothing advertised on their windows, alluding that they were about to have a new item. Lo and behold, about a week or two later, I'm seeing all these lines for some food at Popeyes, and I'm sitting here saying to myself, this can't be too much of a coincidence, because this woman just told me that they were about to release this new chicken sandwich, and now it's this long line, and here it comes, that sandwich that she was trying to get me to buy was that same sandwich that people was waiting in line for about 2 weeks later. So who would have thought that I could have had an opportunity to try this when it was in like a slow release, like in an early promo release state before it went viral. And I think with the help of social media, that's how it went viral too, because Popeyes didn't even have to do no commercials behind that chicken sandwich. For the longest, it was just regular people like on YouTube making videos reviewing the sandwich, and that was all the marketing they needed. Like, I didn't see a Popeyes chicken sandwich commercial officially from Popeyes until months later, until like way after the sandwich had got released. Now you can see them often, but at first you didn't really see it. But back to this. I got to question this guy, Ricoh McClain. Was it worth it? It was not worth it. Granted, the guy should not have cut in the line and everybody else was waiting. But at the same time, it was never that deep to the point where you actually had to take this person's life. Now your family is without you for the next 22 years. Like they said, this man was there with his wife. Let me make sure I'm reading it again. He was there with his wife and his 2 children, which means his family just had to witness their husband and their father take someone's life and be in hiding for 11 days. So that means that he was not with them for almost 2 weeks because he was in hiding. And my thing is, who was he hiding with? Because as far as I'm concerned, that's aiding and abetting a criminal, which is a felony crime last time I checked. Because it's not like he was hiding in the woods somewhere. He was hiding somewhere stable. But I keep thinking of the toll that takes on his wife and his children to have to witness something like that and then be without him for almost 2 weeks. And then now they're going to be without him for the next 22 years. That means his children are going to be grown when he gets out. Depending on, because I don't know how old the children are, but let's just say they're young. They're going to be grown when he gets out of prison. They will be adults. And he's going to miss out on all of that. So I take all of that into consideration when you do stuff like this. But at the end of the day, he brought this on himself. He made the conscious decision to pull a knife out on someone and stab them to death. Like that could have been handled in a way more different manner. But like I said, for a chicken sandwich, you got the game messed up. It is not that serious. And remember, if y'all remember, I did a compilation video. It was kind of like a jokey video where it was a Halloween video that I wanted to do. And I just made a compilation of all the fights and stuff people got into. And I put the Halloween theme music behind it. And unfortunately, it was mainly us that was getting into these altercations. It wasn't just us, but it was mainly us getting into it with the chicken sandwich thing. And it reminded me so much of that Boondocks episode when they ran out of chicken. But yeah, at least now he's going to have another 22 years to reflect unless they can, I don't know, he can get out on early on good behavior, but he's lucky he didn't get life thrown at him. He's lucky all he got was 22 years. But like I said, they couldn't get him on first degree because it wasn't like he went there with the intention to take this guy out. It wasn't a targeted thing. It's just something that happened. But at the same time, it wasn't worth it. Now you've lost you're going to lose 22 years of your life. And I don't know if it's going to count as time served because he's been locked up since 2019. So I don't know if that's going to count as time served. So it's probably less than 22 years, or maybe they're just adding this additional 22, because if it's not, then he actually really has less than 22 years. But still, that's still a long time behind bars. You're talking 2 decades and 2 years, which means he won't get out until 2042 or 2041 at the least, or 2040, somewhere around that range. But yeah, I can't bring myself to say I feel bad for him either. It is what it is. And I know the family of the victim, they're probably possibly excited about it. I mean, this is as good as it's going to get for them. You can't bring back the loved one, but it's 2 losses here. One family lost a loved one that won't come back, and another family is losing a loved one to the system that he voluntarily put himself in over a damn chicken sandwich. Man, I don't know what it is with some people out here. They not right in the head. But y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you are new, be sure to hit that bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video or go live. If for any reason the bell is not working, I upload my videos in a Premiere style format, which means you can click the notify me button at the bottom left or bottom right of the thumbnail, and the notification should come your way. The links will be down in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.